Today on Jimbo Vision, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Hello there. Here it is then, Dan Trachtenberg's debut film, a sci-fi thriller that divides opinion like Marmite, or the letter N. Some say it's a bit Hitchcock, some say it's a bit half-cocked. Here's what I think, and spoilers ahead, by the way. Let's start with the name. The original Cloverfield was a sleeper sci-fi hit from 2008, a kaiju disaster movie with a neat found footage twist to it. This isn't. It has literally nothing to do with that film, not the director, not the characters, not the storyline. In fact, this film was actually a project called Valencia, till J.J. Abrams decided for some reason to dress it up as a sequel. Cloverfield Lane, more like Cloverfield Avenue on. Okay, now the original script for this film had a pretty good story to it, one which indeed forms the backbone of this picture. A young woman's flight from the city, which Trachtenberg cleverly intercuts with the titles and accompanies with some wonderfully over-the-top music. Then crash, the movie screeches to a halt, and suddenly we're stuck in a cramped and claustrophobic bunker for a three-hander. There's spunky heroine Michelle, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, with more pluck than Eddie Izzard's eyebrows. There's John Goodman, putting the surly into survivalist as sulky host Howard, the man whose bunker Michelle is locked up in. And there's John Gallagher Jr. as make-weight only there as a plot device character Emmett. Now, okay, the cast is not a problem. Everyone likes John Goodman, right? And this part all ticks along in taut and economical fashion as well. They make puzzles and biohazard suits. We put together our own puzzle, as the story slowly builds towards the film's high point, the big denouement, which is brilliant. From the moment the blood and the highly corrosive acid starts to flow, all that tension is let out in one of the more exhilarating escape sequences I've seen in a long while. And then the aliens come. Yep. And what was a taut psychological thriller along much the same lines as the old James Caan, Kathy Bates classic Misery suddenly gets trampled all over by an ending as dumb as it's undeserved. That's more Wi-Fi than sci-fi. What's so bad about it? Well, first, Trachtenberg, you'll recall, has just spent over an hour setting up this whole bunker climax, making it seem real, earning that credibility. Now he has Michelle evade space worms, blow up a spaceship with a bottle of booze, and survive a 40-foot fall, all in the space of about 10 minutes. Does it feel like the whole thing's been tacked on from another script altogether? Well, that's because it was. Whiplash writer-director Damien Chazelle stuck it on when he was brought in for rewrites. Also, what the hell? If Earth really was in a battle to survive all along, why in the name of H.G. Wells did you just spend an hour showing three people doing puzzles in a bunker? What kind of a storyteller are you? Imagine if Lucas had made a film about three people stuck in a garbage compactor for 90 minutes, and then when they finally did get out, holy cow, Star Wars has been going on outside all this time. Apart from all of that, I loved it. Anyhow, that's 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like a lot of lanes, it's got interesting construction, but some bad planning and rotten developments. Like Donation Day at a stud farm, a slow and steady three-hander is followed by a climax that just goes all over the place. It gets a 5.5 on Jimbo Vision, but only for that brilliant bit in the middle.